Okay, so the other day, Donald Trump bombed Soleimani at an airport. Right, he was on a peace mission to ease tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran, basically trying to prevent any kind of conflict from happening between those two countries. Now, was Soleimani a saint? Absolutely not. He killed thousands of people. He was brutal, probably about as brutal as Saddam Hussein or any of his generals. So I wouldn't exactly have lunch with the guy, and I'm not exactly defending him. But just because I'm not defending him doesn't mean that I condone the actions taken by Donald Trump. Right? You give freedom to Iraq, and Iraq becomes a place that fosters the growth of groups like ISIS. Maybe places like that need a dictatorship, right? Maybe places like that need to brutalize their own people so that their own people don't try to start crap like joining groups like ISIS. So, anyways, back to Iran. Donald Trump bombed Soleimani, and there's a couple of theories as to why. One, it could simply be he got pissed off at Soleimani's social media posts. And that's not exactly a stretch. He put sanctions on Iran, including preventing medicine from getting in there, simply because of something Soleimani said on social media. So, it's not exactly a stretch to say that he bombed Soleimani and killed him due to his post on social media as well. It's not a stretch at all to say that. There's other theories, such as because we bombed a Shia militia that is on our side in Iraq, and that caused the Iraqi people to protest at our embassy, that kind of pissed Trump off and made him bomb an Iranian general. That one's a little bit more of a stretch, I think. It could simply be that he's trying to take attention away from his impeachment because the election is coming up. And, in this country, whenever we bomb something, all the rednecks wave their flags in the air instead of thinking critically about it. And then they just support whatever president's in there whenever we bomb something. So it could be for political reasons. Or it could simply be neocon pressure, right? I've been saying for a few years to keep your eyes on Iran because they stopped selling oil in the dollar and switched to the euro. The same thing that Iraq did. Which is why Bush went into Iraq. Which is why Republicans and several Democrats pushed to go into Iraq. Because they didn't want our fiat currency and thus our American empire to be threatened. Well, now that Iran is doing it, guess what? I mean, it's not the first time we fucked with Iran for trying to mess with their oil. You remember in the 50s when they put in place, when they were trying to nationalize their oil and we put in place the Shah? Removed a democratically elected politician because he did things that we didn't like. And we're doing the same crap all over again. And now, Iran has lobbed some missiles at American military bases in Iraq. Or military bases that house Americans anyways. Which is nothing more than blowback as far as I'm concerned. That's retaliation for what we did to Iran. So I'm not exactly whatever. You reap what you sow. You bomb somebody, you're going to get bombed back. Right? So, basically, Soleimani was an asshole, yes. But that place needs a dictatorship because if you don't, you're going to have groups like ISIS forming. And Trump bombed Soleimani, maybe because of social media, maybe because of politics, for political reasons, or maybe just because of neocon pressure and the American empire that we want to withhold. And in doing so, because Russia is an ally with Iran and so is China, there's a good chance, those two have already started doing military operations with one another. Military exercises, if you will. So there's a good chance that those three are going to team up and that we're going to have World War III. But Hillary's going to start a war, guys! She's put a new fly zone in Syria! It's going to start a war with Russia! Fuck off with that. And if you say Soleimani killed Americans, there's no evidence of that. But the military intelligence said... Those are the same assholes that said Saddam had weapons of mass destruction. I don't trust them. Wake the fuck up, America. Read a book.